Carolina Panthers. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Baker going to throw this right away.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hubbard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now Jones. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's got room. Runs over it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. looking to throw. Jones. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Patriots put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Let's go.
And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down and 4. Mayfield looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
Touchdown! Damian Harris, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second and 8.
Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Panthers 0. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Mayfield throw complete there to Thomas.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Evades him at the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the gun, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers get a bit closer.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
On the return, Marcus Jones for the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Harris running straight ahead. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, That's a win for that play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Mayfield on fourth down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Mills. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they?
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Mayfield now. That pass complete to Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And now here's another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Harris. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Panthers' 5-yard line.
They'll run again with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying?
It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Throwing, Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington or Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Hunter Henry. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Patriots 49, Panthers 22. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And now here is another interception.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn puts it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, 44 yards.
And the Patriots take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Folk for the extra point. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Patriots 56, Panthers 29. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mayfield to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a fly.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with